Hey friends, this is probably going to be the craziest series. We've had ups, downs, boom, bust, headache, depression, euphoria, 10x's, 100x's. This has been a hell of a series. And this is the AI series. We've seen it all. And I'm thankful that I've documented and you're here to witness this and to also go through this journey with me. It's been a monumentous ride. And right now it looks like AI coins are showing some signs of recovery. Are we about to see an all-time new high? Is this the road to recovery, or is this just a dead cat bounce? Virtual is up a massive almost 300%. Yes, I know the chart looks horrible. I know it looks horrible. This might be an actual sign that AI coins are back again. Now, we always advise people, buy in peak depression. When you see extreme red, extreme fear, that's the period where you capitalize. The aim of the game in crypto and in trading, investing, everything is to buy low and to sell high. We had a massive boom and bust, and I was telling folks to buy virtual when it was around here. It went up a massive 1,338%. It had a boom and bust period. It went down 91%. It was scary. I know, but this is the nature of the beast. This is the nature of crypto. Cerebro had a meteoric rise. It went up massively, followed by a bust, and now, ladies and gentlemen, showing some recovery. It went from the very trough to the peak, a whopping 4x. Now the money is slowly starting to come in. Will this be a recovery? Oh no, Altcoin is back, and you know what they say: hot air rises. It rises, and so has this coin risen again. This is ridiculous. I was telling you, it was live documented on my channel. I was telling folks to buy around here at 2 cents. It went up to a whopping 2.7 billion, $2.67. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it has had a massive recovery, a huge recovery. It's got up 400% and it's near its all-time high. I don't know what to say about this coin. This is the 7-day narrative strength of crypto narratives. At number 1, standing strong, is AI agents. And number 2 is Deepin. Number 3 is Web3 gaming, RWAs, DeFi, blue chip, meme coins, L2s, blockchains, and the list goes on and on. And number 1, clear, by a clear factor, is up a whopping 66% in the last 7 days. Here is a better illustration, and AI coins and AI agents have made a recovery. I did say many times on my show that AI agents will make a recovery. Will they form new all-time highs? We're going to wait and see and find out. The total market cap of AI agents are a whopping 8.7 billion. I did say if you were paying attention that we formed a bottom. I said it when it was around 5.7 billion market cap. As you can see here, AI agents are making a resurgence. The likes of Virtual, AIXBT, AI16, and many other projects have made a remarkable comeback. We're going to have a look at some of these coins and where they're going to end up next. We're going to look at some of these coins from largest market cap to the smallest market cap, starting off with the legendary Altcoin. I was telling folks to buy at 300 million market cap. 300 million market cap. Where are we heading to next? We're going to have to wait and see what happens next. If we zoom out and we look at the monthly, you're going to realize this coin hasn't really gone parabolic. If you really think about it, it really hasn't. This is the price action for literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months. And it looks like this. It's captivated the minds of many people. And if you really think about it, we've only had 2 monthly red candles. The rest were just green. Altcoin is only 128% away from its all-time new highs. I think we're heading there. I think if Bitcoin continues to edge higher and higher, I think Altcoin is going to have a remarkable run. So are many of the other AI agents. Let's have a look at Virtual, one of my favorites as well. Virtual has had a remarkable comeback, a remarkable recovery, while everyone was scared, shitting their pants. Sorry about my French. They were. While everyone was in the bathroom shitting their pants, we were out here in the trenches. We were really here. Altcoin, and I know some clients use Solana wallet. I think this probably could go higher. All right, so it's already dropped down a massive amount. Okay, so from the very wick to the trough, it's gone down 92%. You can trade this coin. Okay, and the most amount of volume is sitting right over here at 66 cents. So what you can do is take some cheeky bids, and you could see 100% gain. That has the most confluence, the most sell pressure right over here. It's having a sharp reversal from the very peak to the trough. It's already gone up 90%. All right, so AI coins are slowly coming back, but there's still a very long way to go. All right, so we have the likes of Virgil is up in the 24-hour chart. Some of the best performers are fart coins so far, but the rest are smaller micro cap coins. Like I said, I'm still holding on to Cookie. I think these are all good plays. I'm going to continue to DCA, and I'm going to wait until we get altcoin season, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I don't think these coins are dead and buried yet. There is a lot more to go in AI coins. I promise you, there is a lot more. I'm going to quickly go over some of these AI coins. They hopefully should have bottomed right now. So we should have seen a bottom for some of these AI coins. We have Virtual, and Virtual's at 442 million market cap, and it has just fallen off a cliff at the moment. It is following the same similar kind of trajectory as Bitcoin, but at a deeper and steeper rate. So from here to there, it's gone down 89%, maybe 90, sorry, it's gone down 90%, okay? Whereas Bitcoin has gone down 20%. These are good times to start nibbling in some AI coins. I cannot disagree. So we're gonna look at some of these coins. However, I did say there are some multi-cycle coins. Okay, there's going to be some multi-cycle coins in this whole sector. This sector is definitely here to stay. So we have AI16Z, and it's following quite closely BTC's trajectory. All right, so we peaked right over here. Bitcoin has peaked right over here. Okay, and so on, so forth. Okay, you can tell on the charts. And then we have AIXBT. I don't want to make this too long, this show. So AIXBT is heading down. All of these are having their boom and bust moment. But like I said before with Yuan Finance, like I said, there will be some plays that will come back around. If I show you Yuan Finance, done the same thing. Okay, we had a boom, bust, and from there it rose back up out of the ashes. It went from a whopping 0 to $1 billion US. And Yuan Finance, quick funny story, is the founder of Sonic is the actual founder of Yuan Finance. Small world. It went through a boom and bust right here, head, shoulder. Okay, so it went down from the very wick to the trough. From the very wick to the trough, it went down 84% in around 70 days. All right, and then after that, it made all-time new highs. There are going to be coins in this sector, ladies and gentlemen. In my honest opinion, I could be wrong, but in my opinion, I do believe that the tide will change, and 1 or 2, maybe 3 or 4, these coins will come back and rise from the ashes. I'm still a big believer in AI coins, and I think they will have their time in the sun. Again, I know it pumped so aggressively and now it's heading back down. Virtuals is down another 6%, and we're going to get to a floor price sooner rather than later. I know I'm going to continue to buy the dip. Cookie is one of my big conviction plays, and I think it's going to do well. It's going to move sideways for some time until we see some momentum come back into the space. We also have AI16Z. I'm accumulating AIXBT. I'm also accumulating Game. I'm accumulating in Pippin, and I am accumulating. At the moment, just Virtual's down 20%. Unfortunately, AI16 is down 20%. But this is good news for us. We're going to continue to buy the dip. It doesn't change our thesis at the moment. We're going to continue to buy the dip. The fundamentals are there. Unfortunately, the market dynamics have changed. And if you want to stay in stablecoins, go ahead. But I think we're gonna do fairly well in the future. As of now, we just need this momentary blip from. We just need the momentum to change and Trump to be on our side. That's it for now. We will outperform. and clear winners in the AI meta, which is not going away. I promise you, this meta is not going away. How are bull markets formed, ladies and gentlemen? It's formed by the long-term holders. Bear markets are formed by short-term holders. When risk came knocking on their door, where were they? They were shitting their pants. They were changing their pants. That's what they were doing. Virtual has recovered and has gone up 277%. Likewise, Altcoin has gone up a whopping 400%. We're going to head to this trend line right over here. If you're looking for buyers, then look no further. Right over here, ladies and gentlemen. If that doesn't hold, then we have a deeper retracement regarding Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's right over here, ladies and gentlemen. It moves in tangent with virtual. As you can see, it drops harsher, but it also rises much further. This is what you want to see. You want to see coins like this. I keep emphasizing this on this channel. Your altcoins have to correlate with Bitcoin. Why are you taking more risk and they're not correlating with Bitcoin? Matter of fact, they're correlating with Ethereum. That's what you do not want. You want your coin, just like Altcoin, to correlate with Bitcoin. If Bitcoin has a deeper retracement to around 86, 85, then we could see it heading to $1.16 and also 90 to around 88 cents. On this channel, we try to help you buy low, ladies and gentlemen, and sell high. What's the point of me doing this video when we're at all-time new highs at $12, $13, $14, and then you come to me and say, oh, Altcoin era, Ahmed, I want to make 100x. But guys, we just made a massive 50x, 70x, 100x. This is a period where everyone is scared. Everyone. You can feel it in the air. Everyone's terrified. Well, the retail folks are terrified. Smart money is taking on more risk. They're slowly adding on more risk. I'm not saying to put everything. Put a little bit there and you might be surprised. AI16Z, same pattern. We had a boom and bust, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone was asking me about these coins. Ahmed, Altcoin era, is it true? What's going on? What's about? This was mania, absolute mania, and then the rest was history. Thankfully, we don't have to wait years. There are some investments where you have to wait years. Look at Amazon, look at all of these other .com booms and busts. They had to wait years for it to recover. In altcoins, we don't necessarily need to wait years. It had its boom and bust. It went down 95% within 96 days. It went 95% in 96 days. Now we're recovering, ladies and gentlemen, and from the very bottom till now, it's gone up 200%. These are projects that are still building. Every project I'm speaking about, you can go on their Twitter, they're all still building, all of them. Every single one I'm about to list and uncover are actually building. The yellow line is the Bitcoin chart and it's overlaid onto AI16Z. As you can see here, ladies and gentlemen, there is similarities between the two. You need your altcoins to correlate with Bitcoin. Your altcoins must correlate with Bitcoin. If they're correlating with something else, you have a major problem here. If Bitcoin heads lower, probably to around 90, 91, 88, then of course AI16Z can head to these lower regions. We buy low on this channel, and what do? We sell further and higher. I think these coins are going to make all-time new highs. When exactly, I don't know, but if I was a betting man, I'll probably say by July, August, we'll probably make all-time new highs. AI16Z is about to break its Hichimochi cloud. As you can see here, it's a massive cloud. Once it breaks, that's an indication of a trend reversal. Here is a better illustration. This is Altcoin, and as you can see here, it broke past its Hichimochi cloud. That's a massive indication, ladies and gentlemen, that we have a trend reversal. It's broken the trend and now it's heading up higher. Galtius Maximus has formed a shoulder, a head, and another right shoulder. I did indicate that we're heading downwards. I did say this, folks, and now we're forming a recovery. It's not performed as well as some of its counterparts. It's only gone up a mere 157%. Is this the very bottom, or is this just another lower high for a continuation to zero? You know my bias. You know my bias. You know why you're here. You want to find the next 10x, 20x, 30x, 100x. But ladies and gentlemen, don't come to me around here when we're making all-time new highs. Everyone's talking about it. Bear markets die on euphoria. Bull markets are made in depression. So you can tell that we're going to head higher. My next area is at 11 cents. Then we're heading to around 17 and then finally 25. It hasn't broken the Hichimochi cloud. It's inside the Hichimoji cloud. Once this breaks, it's a continuation. It's a sign of a trend reversal and a continuation of higher prices. Let's have a look at cookies. Currently at 17 cents, and we had a deviation right here. We're back to my trend line right over here, which is a great sign. The next area is right over here. It needs to break this area and then finally head to this area. Most likely we're going to consolidate just over here before another breakout. We're waiting for, of course, traditional markets, Bitcoin, and so on and so forth to have a momentary relief. Then we can get into more and more risk assets. As of now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a recovery, and it has had not a sharp recovery, but a moderate recovery of around 168%. I'm still holding, I'm accumulating at these levels. The same applies to RAI. We had a recovery of 600%, a massive 6x. We're heading to this area of 0.06. If you're looking to buy, then wait for a retracement. This looks like a falling wedge, ladies and gentlemen. Once it breaks this falling wedge, you'll be able to find lower prices. Once it does something like this, ladies and gentlemen, and then falls off, you can buy lower prices and accumulate here. ARK is a massive project, had a massive run, took profits, and now I'm accumulating and buying back. We had a moderate recovery of around 143%. It is following Bitcoin's price, is very similar. If Bitcoin heads lower to these lower ranges of around 92, 93, 88,000 US dollars, then we can have a perfect buy the dip opportunity. If, however, Bitcoin continues to go up higher, then this is probably the lows of today. Griffin as well had a recovery. They all had major recoveries. The entire space already had massive recoveries. As you can see, Griffin, I spoke about Griffin when it was tiny, when it was around 10 million market cap, and went all the way up to 630 million market cap. Matter of fact, I gave you all of these coins when they were just a fraction of a penny, or they were pennies, and now they're sitting at massive market caps. If you want to find some alpha, some edge, join our private members. We speak about all of these different topics, all of these different coins, and we're here to help you. If you want to find that 10x, that 20x, that 50x, don't come to me when we're at all-time new highs. Come to me now. This is a period where you start to strategize into different projects. If we see all-time new highs with Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen, if Bitcoin breaks out to 100K, you're going to be blindsided, and I don't want you to be blindsided. You're going to end up buying coins that have no narrative, and you're going to be left behind. Join our private members where we can help you ascertain and help you with your goals, ladies and gentlemen. The problem with these private members, they come when we're at all-time new highs, and they're like, yeah, I want to find 10x's, 20x's, 50x's, 100x's. And I'm like, bro, like, why don't you just come to me when no one's talking, when there's no views in crypto, no one's around? That's the period where you buy these projects. And finally, we have Alchemist. It's made all-time new highs, ladies and gentlemen. Let me repeat. It's made all-time new highs. Even Altcoin couldn't do it. It's made a recovery of a whopping 1,285%. It's gone up 13x. While everyone and their pet hamster was fearful and scared, we were making gains, ladies and gentlemen. Here are some of the holders in these projects that I've been discussing with you. Altcoin has 150,000 holders. In the past 7 days, it's gone up by 0.3%. Virtual has a whopping 629,000 holders, and in the last 7 days it's gone up by 0.5%. Most notably, AI16Z has gone up by 2.42%. Then we have AIXBT and Gotius, Phi, and finally the Alchemist. Surprisingly, Alchemist has the least amount of holders, but clearly you can tell that there is big money in whales that are accumulating at these prices. What did they know that we don't know? I can go on forever and ever and ever. I've got so many projects that I haven't even spoken about that could probably do a 50x, 100x. If you want to join our private members, if you want to gain some edge, some alpha, and beat 99% of participants in crypto, join our private members. Link in the description below. Peace.